Happy Sunday, everybody. I can't believe it's been a whole week. Today is actually Saturday. It's a bit of an overcast day here in South Florida. It's been kind of on and off all week, threatening to rain, but then not really raining. But we did get some rains last night, so I'm excited to kind of see what's going on in the garden this morning. I didn't do a lot this week. It was really busy. I really don't know where the week went, but I hope everybody's staying busy enough that the weeks are going by quick enough for you. And let's take a look and see what happened this past week. Alright, so one of the exciting things is I did pick my first tomatoes off of the tomato wall. So that was really exciting. Insert a picture of that. And then I've got some more here. These are starting to turn a little red. So that's nice. My marigolds aren't sticking around too well, but they have new blossoms on them, and, you know, they add a bit of color. The lemon balm is definitely going to take off, so I'm excited about that. If we take a look back here at the buckets, I thought that I was going to show you these gorgeous, beautiful rows of carrots that I had going on, because they really had come up from the last time that I did the video. And they don't look so much like that now because one of the squirrels obviously got into the beds last night and was either digging stuff up or burying stuff or whatever. But definitely got to those, and definitely got to the broccoli. I tried to tuck some of them back into the dirt this morning. This row's nice, didn't touch that row. All right, and look at these strawberries are standing and starting to grow, so that's exciting. I had one little, oh no, couldn't leave it alone, could you? I had one little kale plant that I keep trying to grow. And with all that rain, I really thought it would keep the squirrels away, but evidently they had some fun this morning. I have gone to using my lemon balm dried as opposed to fresh, so I will keep trimming this and drying it, but you can see that it did definitely need to be cut down because now my leaves are growing nice and big again, so that's fun. This is interesting. We'll talk about the moringa tree here. I haven't talked about it in a little while. This little branch here, the one of them was dead and I took it out, but this one here, look at that, it's actually got no leaves or anything, but it's got flowers on it. So, and the carrots, I picked 2 carrots yesterday. Insert that picture there. And so they are getting a little bit bigger. I was excited because I thought, oh, my other carrots are growing. I'll start harvesting these a little bit. Oh, look, somebody's been digging in my carrots. Unless that's from where I pulled it out yesterday. That may have been me pulling it out yesterday. So, yeah. So that's what we're going with there. This week, I did have, after the first rain that we had had in like 2 weeks, I had a large ant infestation. Put that right there. But we went ahead and put some bait on there, and it seems to have cleared up. I haven't seen any ants recently. The kale has gone to flowering, some of it. So I'm kind of letting that go, see what it does. Very excited to see, of course the squirrels got in here last night too, but you can see the little sprouts here. So these I know are beefsteak tomatoes. These little sprouts I know are beefsteak tomatoes. We still don't know about the big plant right here. These definitely look like the same flower configuration of the cherry tomatoes. So I'm not quite sure where I kind of thought that those were the beefsteak tomatoes, but these definitely are, if I can keep the squirrels out of it. The vertical garden, this top one here has started to take off. Again, I kind of thought the plant was done, but I have decided that probably in next week's video, this will not be here. I'm going to try to attack this week, and I'm just going to replant these things and see where they go. I haven't decided quite where I'm going to replant them yet. That I still have to decide. Here is the second lettuce seedlings, and they are actually getting nice and tall and growing into nice plants. I have been eating, not only this whole time that I've been eating my lettuce, I had been eating it on wraps because the lettuce itself was just not strong enough to kind of stand up to a salad. But since I replanted this stuff and I'm kind of getting in there, and you can see I'm still having issues with the plants falling over. But you know what? We really got so much use out of this if you think about the first time that I said I had lettuce off of this. And but look at the salad I had last night. These are the same cherry tomatoes that you see on my tomato wall. These were just more some of the mature plants, while the tomato wall was really ones that probably people would have just thinned out. But I didn't do that. I wanted to save everything. So this is full of tomatoes, so I'll be excited when those start turning red. The peppers got eaten again last night. So I had hopes because they had all these flowers on them and things that actually looked like little tiny peppers starting. But yeah, they got chomped up again last night. Good news is though, however, look at this Roma tomato plant. I have more tomatoes on here than I have ever seen. There's 5, 3, just tons of them. So I did take the biggest one off last night, and I may do the same thing with these when I think that they've gotten as big as they're going to get, because that's really depressing. I've been growing this the same time I've been growing this one, and I've only gotten like 3 tomatoes off of it because they sure do like those better than anything else. And yeah, this will probably look a lot different next week also. I had left this on here, if you remember last week, because I was just waiting for those tomatoes to ripen. But it looks like, you know, the tomatoes are getting smaller and smaller. So, yeah. It looks like a tomato tic-tac. So, oh, one of the other things that I did do Did you get into my buckets last night? Did you get into my buckets last night? Stay out of my buckets. Stay out of my buckets. I give you plenty of food. Plenty, plenty, plenty of food. Stop burying your food in my buckets. Where'd he go? He's fast. Oh, there he is. Stop messing with my seedlings. Okay, that was literally a true squirrel moment. The world's back there. Oh, all the buzzards. Oh, all the buzzards. The canal behind me here, we'll take another quick break here, show you the wildlife. The canal behind me is so low. I have never, ever, ever seen it that low. It's so low that you can hear, it's so low that you can smell the dead fish and stuff. So the buzzards have just been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They've been having a field day. They're just staking it out. Alright, so one of the other things that I did do this week was I went in this little second tier here that had been empty since I moved the basil and the lemon balm. I went ahead and planted some dill seeds. So we'll see what happens there. I did that on Wednesday, so it's only been 2 or 3 days. I don't see anything yet, but we'll keep our eye on that. Still waiting for my Easter lily to show some signs of a flower. I don't see one yet. But that will be exciting when we get there. Alright, so that's my update from my garden this week. Not a lot to show you, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys and wish you a good week ahead, and hope that everybody stays safe and healthy and happy and occupied. So, once again, this is your first time joining. Thank you for coming along. Why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe down below. I do have a playlist of all of my weeks of garden updates. I think this is week 27. So if you want to go back and take a look at some of those, feel free to do so. And we will see you real soon. Have a great day.
Seriously, dude.